Is that Ultron?
We can upload that too. No.
Ultron's back, baby.
Ultron's back.
Oh.
The
Make
best
sure it's 1080p.
Avengers villain.
Welcome to Filmhouse, everybody. We're doing an impromptu quick video here.
Yeah, they released a trailer. Woo! Yes,
We did
finally.
And a few of us haven't seen the trailer. I got Lawrence, Bruce, Adam, and Elise
a lot of it in the picture.
with me today. You guys
and I
haven't seen
were-
it yet?
Lawrence and I have not seen it.
There's gonna be like close-up pans of the A logo, except it's gonna be all like rusted and broken at
Turn
the
it
end.
up. I want to hear that music.
Sometimes
hear the
being
bombs.
up at 6 with diarrhea pays off. Right?
Move that cursor.
Oh yeah, move the cursor too.
Jesus.
Poor Dan.
Hey, Miss Potts. If you find this recording, don't feel bad about this. Part of the journey is the end. Just for the record, being adrift in space with zero promise of rescue is more fun than it sounds. Food and water ran out 4 days ago. Oxygen will run out tomorrow morning. And be it. When I drift off, I will dream about you. It's always you.
Thanos did exactly what he said he was going to do. He wiped out 50% of all living creatures.
We lost. All of us. We lost friends. We lost family. We lost a part of ourselves.
Hey.
This is the fight of our lives.
This is going to work, Steve.
I know it is. Because I don't know what I'm going to do if it doesn't.
Hi, is anyone home? This is Scott Lang. We met a few years ago at the airport in Germany. I got really big.
Is this an old message?
Ant-Man, I know you know that. That's me. Can you buzz me in?
Ah, I can't wait.
Right on.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
All right, now loop it and make it quiet.
Do you need to do the ad thing?
Well, yeah, this episode of Avengers Watch is brought to you by Lisa. Thank you, Lisa, for bringing us to Filmhouse today. And yeah, I'll tell you a little bit more about an offer they have for you later on in the show.
Fantastic.
Avengers First Watch, guys. What'd you think?
I'm so excited.
Bruce, it didn't have the Avengers theme. Are you okay with that?
That's all right. Yeah, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was good. It was
The orchestral theme there was great.
very driving.
Man.
I appreciate when a trailer entrances you without telling you anything.
Yeah.
And that trailer did a very good job. It didn't reveal a fucking thing aside from Hawkeye's back.
Well, Ronan
Hawkeye.
Yeah.
is here.
Yeah.
Dan-
That's his new form.
Who
right?
did the,
Oh.
like, 2013 or whatever, did the run of Ronan? Was it Ryan K. Vaughan did, like... oh, no, they did
You're talking about Hawkeye.
I'm
You're talking
thinking
about Matt
Hawkeye.
Fraction's Hawkeye. Great
Matt
comic
Fraction,
book.
yeah.
But yeah,
So,
everyone's excited for Hawkeye to be back.
Yeah.
Why?
This is the first. Yeah, it was the first time anyone's ever said that. That's so exciting.
I know, it's true.
It's what I find fascinating about Marvel films is like they try to be internally consistent about power levels and shit. Hawkeye can't do anything.
yeah, now he's mad because I know his wife and kid are gone in that
Oh,
set.
yeah.
Oh, they've got to
Yeah.
be,
They
right?
have to
He
be.
was
Oh,
so
yeah.
So
pissed.
he's like
Or-
dark,
He's so
he's
pissed.
Ronan now.
But, like-
Or his wife divorced him and she has custody.
She's fucking Thanos.
But Ant-Man is like
we call
Ant-Man
it.
is a joke in the Marvel universe. Hawkeye's even less useful than Ant-Man.
Oh, but he's a ninja now, Lawrence.
Maybe he probably has information or something.
He's in
that we don't
Southeast
know
Asia
about.
somewhere. You're gonna like that.
Well, he's probably in Hong Kong, right? No, wait, that's Japan.
Hey, my
That looks like the Doctor Strange block.
But that's
Yeah.
Japanese.
Oh, really?
lettering. That's
yeah,
not China.
yeah, it looks like it does. I don't.
It does look like it.
You could
I'm
be
pretty
totally
sure that's
right.
Japan, though.
Yeah, they're pretty low
right.
on heroes. Who do you think Captain Marvel's gonna save?
Also,
Tony?
why is Cap not
Oh,
wearing
hey,
his...
Yeah. Captain Marvel's definitely gonna save Tony.
Why is Cap not wearing his...
Beard?
No, his his last Avengers costume. He's wearing his like blues again.
Was he?
Yeah,
I thought he was in black.
Was he wearing his black? No, it looked like his old Cap America. He doesn't have his beard anymore.
It wasn't the.
It wasn't.
Why isn't he grizzled anymore? He was supposed to be Angry Cap.
Yeah.
That's the same.
Yeah,
It's
which one is that?
That's less. That's
not
his
what
Winter
it
Soldier
looked
one.
like.
Yeah.
I thought that was it looked like the Winter Soldier one.
And
Either way, I'm excited that Captain America. It seems like they're focusing on him in this movie, which I'm really excited about.
hope so.
'Cause
I
I
don't
didn't get
know.
enough Captain America in Avengers 3.
We got a lot
Yeah.
of Pepper Potts.
Yes, that's true. Pepper Potts will be factoring in.
I'll be reading your Goop blog.
no,
Lots to
it's
watch.
totally different.
Is it weird?
So
that
that's his Infinity War costume.
Yeah.
He's not wearing that anymore.
okay.
That's,
you're right.
that's
And he
different,
doesn't
yeah.
have the beard. It's like, is that a flashback?
What? No.
I don't.
That looks like old Cap, like before
Yeah.
Infinity War.
I mean, you're allowed to shave, isn't
Kinda-
it?
it do- I mean,
That's
you're
not a
right.
clip from
It
Could be
does.
right, yeah.
But he's wearing his old costume too, and he doesn't have his like little
What if
stupid
he's
punchy
just
thing.
like harkening back to a simpler time? What if he's just like?
When dudes would rip logs in half and they'd go to their farms.
Was
hang
that to
their
remind
wives.
us of Ant-Man and that he exists
Yeah.
for the
Who's-
payoff at the end of the trailer?
Who's that on the right? Actually, I'm far away.
Spider-Man.
That's Toby.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Not
Okay,
Toby,
sorry.
yeah.
It's a little blurry back here. Good to know. I forgot he's dead.
Because Spider-Man's dead.
Can the snap erase Hulk but not Bruce Banner?
Probably.
Whatever you want.
It also looked like Thor was in some sort of prison, but I don't know why. I could be totally wrong, but it looked like that.
Why was he
War
cleaning
crimes.
a clean blade?
Why was he?
Come on, Ronan.
Well, he wasn't. He killed someone. There's somebody that's
Yeah, but there's nothing on the sword. Get out, Russo brothers, piece of shit.
What about Peggy Carter's granddaughter or whatever?
Sharon
Carter. Yeah.
I-
Disappeared a couple of movies
the
ago.
best Reddit comment I saw was they said, "Oh no, Captain's beard is gone." And they said, "Shannon Carter's gone," or whatever.
Sharon
Carter.
Sharon Carter. Jeez. Also, Endgame. That was the initial rumor on the title, and then they changed it. They're like, everyone's like, it's not Endgame, it's Annihilation. But it was Avengers Endgame, which I actually really like. I like that.
Pretty good name.
Avengers Annihilation is kind of a mouthful.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And also kind of doesn't make sense because it's already the Annihilation.
Also,
already
has
happened.
there ever been a good thing called Annihilation?
The movie.
The movie was good.
Annihilation.
I like that movie.
It's all right.
It was something.
Wasn't there a TV show called Annihilation? Anyway,
Yeah.
back to Ant-Man.
It's basically Mortal
I
Kombat
knew
Annihilation.
Lawrence was thinking Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, everything I say is just a setup to get to Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
I think this is a good enough teaser. This is probably how you do it right.
That's true.
Because we're just going to be picking apart the 4 scenes they showed us over and over, even though this is probably just the first 15 minutes of the movie.
Well, they're going to give us more, I assume, in like March-ish time frame when Captain Marvel comes out.
I think that long for another trailer?
I would be surprised if they gave us more footage.
Really?
That's a really good point, though. They
Because
don't.
the movie comes out in April.
Yeah, they
that's
moved
true.
it up from May.
Yeah.
Well,
That's right, they did.
'Cause-
Infinity War sets up Captain Marvel to be the linking piece that gives
Right.
them any amount of hope.
Yeah.
But it's not referenced at all in this trailer, which is interesting because that they can't give that away because that's the whole point of the movie, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just very smart. It's every piece of machinery about this trailer is.
I think March is Captain Marvel.
Okay.
Yeah, they're getting shorter and shorter the times we use this. I mean,
Yeah.
the rumor is they're gonna even have a Spider-Man trailer. I think when this video goes up.
Jeez.
So, which is like,
Wow.
are we just gonna pretend he didn't die at the end? Spoiler.
I mean, they're making a movie. Unless they reboot everything, which they're not.
I've been trying to
You
actually.
knew it was going to happen.
I love that.
Yeah.
His little. That's a little throwback.
Scarecrow?
Yeah.
Thanos Crow?
Yeah, he's still keeping the gauntlet on though. That's
I
interesting.
think it'd get itchy.
That's got to smell.
Or maybe it
Oh,
melted.
yeah.
Maybe it melted to his hand or
I
something.
think so.
Maybe it is him now.
It's stinking.
Why would you take it off?
I've been trying to avoid rumors and other stuff, but I'm going to continue to try to do that because I think this, like I
Yeah.
said, this is.
So
You think this is a prison?
I don't know what that is.
Not,
That looks-
It
he's
looks-
not hanging
He's
out in the
behind
corner.
something.
It reminds me of the holding cells that were in Shield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's the case.
He's got his eye back. Did that happen in the last one?
No, his eyes. It's like it's cut.
It's fucked,
Like it's
yeah.
fucked up. He just doesn't have his eye patch on anymore.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
what it
no,
looks
he
like
got the
to me.
robot eye.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
What?
Sorry,
What?
Rocket.
Rocket gave him the butt eye. Yeah.
Yeah.
About that.
Huh? When did that happen?
In Infinity War. Right?
When they're flying
Had
the
to.
Nebuchadnezzar or whatever, when they're getting the
Oh,
new-
Nidavellir, yeah.
Yeah, he goes. Rocket's all sad for him. He goes, all right. And he pulls out an eyeball, which he got in, I think, Guardians 2.
It's Guardians 2, yeah.
And then he puts it in, and his eye's all weird. And he's like, the eye's not working, Rabbit.
Yeah.
It's still
really
dark. And he goes,
Boy, I don't
no,
know
it's
that.
dark all the time.
The last thing I remember from Thor is him like coming out with a sweet hammer and smacking.
Well,
He had
yeah.
two
That's,
eyes.
that's the coolest part of the whole movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've only seen Infinity War once, so I'm not an authority here.
Good little title graphics there to the graphics team. It's all dust, and it comes back together for an event. That's,
Lawrence was asking about that before he even saw the trailer.
yeah.
Yeah,
Clever.
it was an easy pick. I like the typeface too, like that serif font. It's very comic booky, very like mid '90s comic.
It's also purple, which could be something related to the Power Stone. but I don't know.
Was that
I could be
reality?
wrong.
Purple?
No, reality's red. Purple's power.
Oh.
That's the one in Guardians.
Who
Are they
else
not a
was
little
alive?
too excited or like surprised? Like they're like, Ant-Man's here.
Yeah,
we're
like-
gonna win now.
I mean,
Well,
it's
no, I
easy.
don't know about that. It's just more of like
It's a
we know he's
50-50.
alive.
okay.
Ant-Man's the interesting part because at the end, his whole thing is the quantum realm
Yeah.
or whatever, and so that's probably
Yeah.
the thought is because he was in the quantum realm, he was safe from the snap. So it's like, okay, maybe Thanos' power only works in this realm, but if you go into the quantum realm, you're untouchable, which potentially makes Ant-Man one of the most dangerous people to fight Thanos if he fixes the gauntlet or
I see.
whatever. So that's an interesting part, I thought. I don't know. They're really fucking good at weaving all these movies together.
Well, at least you're gonna ask. I heard you start a
Who
question.
else is still alive?
I'm alive.
So it's the original Avengers.
Yeah.
So
Rocket.
Cap, Iron Man, yeah, Rocket's still alive.
Yeah.
Hulk, Thor,
Hawkeye,
Hawkeye, Black Widow.
Yeah.
Nebula.
Nebula? No.
Nebula's still
Yes.
there.
She was in this
Not
trailer,
her.
right?
Yeah.
Thor.
They were the last
Thor.
two on the planet, yeah. And then Okoye, I believe.
Yeah.
But then
Oh, yeah.
I read a comment that they think Shuri's dead, Black
Oh.
Panther's sister.
Okay.
So T'Challa's sister, but yeah, T'Challa's gone.
Yeah, Black Panther's dead.
Yeah.
Who else? They're like, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man.
War Machine's alive. Falcon's
Nick
dead.
Fury died, right?
Nick Fury's
Yeah.
gone.
Nick Fury died. What's Nick
How I Met
Fury's-
Your Mother's dead.
What's Doctor Strange's buddies? Are they
Oh.
around?
Wong.
BD Wong?
Yeah, Wong and.
Wait, that wasn't BD Wong.
Oh,
It's not
was-
BD Wong. No.
Damn it.
Um,
But it's Benedict Wong.
it is Benedict Wong. You're absolutely right.
That's right. That's right. Benedict.
I think he
Wong-
plays the character Wong.
Wong, I don't know. I'm not sure.
And Mortho?
Yeah.
Marco, whatever his name
Mordo.
is.
Mordo's fine because
Bado.
he's going to be a villain in the next Doctor
Yeah,
Strange.
he's got to be Doctor Strange too.
So yeah, there's a limited amount of people with.
Who?
What?
Can you skip back a little bit? Who's crumpled at Idiot's feet?
Oh, yeah. Who died?
Yeah. Who was dumb Hawkeye?
I think it
killing?
looks like some Yakuza dude.
Skip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Where's that Liam Neeson?
I only read briefly, and so, maybe someone who knows more about Ronin can chime in. But the idea was Hawkeye gets like upset with being Hawkeye, so he goes rogue and becomes Ronin. He's basically like an assassin. That was
Sounds
the
right.
idea.
But
Anyone
does
know?
he kill
Sort of
bad
familiar.
people because he's still good and loves his wife?
He clearly just murdered a bunch of people in the street. That's the implication.
They're
I
bad
like the
men.
idea that he's so behind that he's like, I'm looking for Thanos. And, they're like, and then he's like, dude, killing Yakuza, and they're like, no.
Thanos is long
Got
gone
it,
and
yeah.
murdered all of us.
How shitty would it be though to survive the snap? You won the coin flip, and then you get murdered by a guy with a bad haircut.
I guess like for me, there's so many like interesting geopolitical and global things with the snap that I hope that they kind of like
Try and cover it.
Yeah.
make whether it's just inferred or that stuff is super interesting.
Everything's going to be emptier. Resources won't be
I was
scarce.
gonna say if half the
Theaters
people
less
disappeared
crowded.
though, like
Lots
that
of
would
parking lots.
that would rain chaos on the world though.
Oh, I'm sure it would.
Yeah.
Would it?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It would be like the
Yeah.
apocalypse.
The Left
probably.
Behind movies just taught me anything. It's a pretty great time.
I would assume there'd be lots of looting
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Well,
exactly. People
There'd
would
be
think
half
it's
as many
over.
looters, but half as many police.
end of-
Theoretically, everything would stay in balance. Theoretically.
All right, Thanos.
Yeah, I know. That's Thanos talk.
I say it's chaos.
Dan, do you have any theories?
About this movie?
Yeah.
I really have no
anything,
idea.
That's what's weird. There's so many. Sorry, you were talking.
No, go for it.
Adam was theorizing about Ant-Man. It's in movies like this. There's no hard boundaries on what can happen or what anyone can do. So yeah, they can just say, oh yeah, man shrunk down. He went in there. He like undid the clasps inside Thanos' gauntlet, and then he got big and popped it off, or something like that. Like it can really go anywhere. I think what makes it tough is to make it go somewhere and have that mean something at the same time, as opposed to a wizard did it.
Sure.
I assume time travel is going to
Definitely.
Well, 'cause
play a
that-
big
Carol
part.
Dane.
Doctor Strange was the big kind of hanging plot from the last one,
Yep.
right? When
He's
he's
the
like,
clue.
I've seen this.
Yeah, he's the clue.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, there is a time stone. The beauty of comic books and what they've done in this movie is they created literally a rainbow of options that you're like, we can use any of these things
Power
to
Stone,
do.
Reality Stone,
Yeah.
Soul Stone. I mean, Soul Stone also seems to be like a pretty. That's a huge plot point that I think a lot of it hinges around.
Oh yeah.
Is like the sacrifice of Gamora and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
if something like if the Soul Stone is broken, does that then affect the time stone? And then that reverts everything back to a specific time. And then, like, how far back do we go? And then if you do go back, does that reset certain things, like, does Thor become a woman now, like they've done in the comics, or something?
Right.
This actually and then, like, oh, maybe the X-Men are part of this world, like, because
That's possible now, for sure.
yeah, I think so. This always interests me. We talked about this so many times, but originally this was supposed to be called Avengers Infinity War Part 1, Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
Something happened where they said, don't call it Infinity War. It's not called Part 2 anymore. And they were really silent on the name, so now it's Endgame. But since then, the 20th Century Fox acquisition happened. So I'm wondering if, and I'm hopeful that X-Men or something is at least alluded to.
So
I think Wolverine shows up at the end.
Well, the Russo
And he
brothers,
goes, "Hey, bub,
they've actually
let's get
talked about
Thanos."
it.
Yeah.
Somebody asked them. They were like,
It's very recent, right?
very recent. They asked them. They were like, "Hey, what about X-Men and all that stuff? Are you guys going to figure that out?" And they basically were saying, "Oh yeah, no, they're totally in the universe, but right now, like, we don't know. We're not sure." I mean, obviously, they could be totally bullshitting us.
Sure. I mean, they're also not going to say, oh, yeah, at timestamp, 49 minutes, Wolverine shows up. What else would you like to know? Because I want to lose my job.
But it's interesting. It is interesting that they confirmed the fact that they do exist in the universe. So
And they want to do something with them soon.
Yes.
Something, right?
Yeah,
There
yeah,
are
yeah.
very
Have
few-
to.
There are very few X-Men that rival any of the Avengers in terms of, like, ability. They're all very Hawkeye, really. I mean, Wolverine.
No way.
No,
Yes,
what about
Ray.
Wolverine?
There's, like, Professor X, pretty powerful. Jean Grey, pretty powerful.
Oh yeah,
Magneto,
Jean
pretty
Grey.
powerful.
Jean Grey, extremely
That's
powerful.
kind of it. Like, Beast can jump. Wolverine has
I
claws.
thought Iceman's like a...
Iceman.
Storm is a pretty big deal.
There's a lot of them.
I thought, is Iceman not an Omega level mutant?
No.
I thought he could, like, freeze the world over if he wanted
Yeah.
to.
Well, it's comic books, man. Everyone has their day, I guess.
I-
Sonic ran so fast he destroyed a galaxy, so whatever.
My favorite Marvel character, Sonic the
When
Hedgehog.
is Sonic showing? But when is Sonic the movie? Let's watch the Sonic trailer.
No.
I really hope it's not time travel,
Really?
as you theorize. I really do.
I do too. It's a cheat.
I feel like that's like
gonna be
a
time
bad
travel.
a bad way to solve a
about-
complex plot. Is let's go back into the future and kill Hitler.
Every time they use the time gem, it creates an alternate reality, and Ant-Man, by going into the quantum realm, can slip into an alternate reality. So he can, when they destroyed the gem and rewound time, it created another reality that Ant-Man could go into where Thanos didn't snap things, and then he can pull people through the quantum realm into this reality and fight Thanos again.
I think it allows you to undo things too
Stupid.
easily.
No, it's not going to be that. They're smarter than
Well,
that.
no, I mean, they could potentially do something
Shoes
where...
untied. Thanos?
Well, no, like... They go crazy. Only one of your shoes became untied. Think about it. They could do something where, okay, now you combine time travel with quantum realm.
Yeah, exactly.
So now we go with the theory of multiple dimensions and multiple timelines.
That's what it's gonna be.
Breaking
I
up.
think
So
that-
that actually kind of plays into it when Doctor Strange is like, I saw 13 million,
Yeah.
whatever, different outcomes, because it's like there are different timelines that do potentially split off, which is like if you want to believe in the multiverse theory, they could do something where, say, Ant-Man goes back in time, kills Thanos as a baby. Thanos never exists, but then it sets a whole bunch of other shit into motion.
Yeah.
So like, the whole Captain Marvel storyline that we're about to get could change because of how Thanos interacted with the Kree and how he interacted with the original Ronin, not new Ronin, old Ronin.
Bad Ronin.
Lee
Pace.
Pace
the
Ronin.
Destroyer.
Lee Pace Ronin.
Yeah.
Here's a little
Fleet based
minor
run.
plot theory. It's not. Yeah, I mean, it's not anything pivotal, but Cap will die in this one.
Yeah.
That's what. Although,
But
sorry, go ahead.
no,
Go-
sorry,
continue.
sorry.
Continue.
I was gonna say, but with the time travel aspect that's inevitable to happen, he will at some point go back to see young Peggy Carter, and they'll have a moment. That's why they're reminding us. Oh, he's got his little pocket watch. and then later he'll die, or like,
Sacrifice.
or he'll
himself in
go
some
back
way.
and they'll live out their lives together. Some shit.
Maybe
and
he's
then-
like, I need to
Oh.
freeze myself again. He goes into
Yeah.
space, takes one breath, and dies.
So again, I've been reading up on way too many spoilers and reading every interview
Why,
with
Bruce?
the Russo brothers. I don't know. I got really
I
excited.
do with Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I don't know why I did it. Either way, Russo brothers were saying they were talking about Cap, and everyone's like, "Oh, Cap's gonna die. Cap's gonna die," and they alluded to the fact that he may not die. They were basically saying, like,
He'll just retire.
yeah, there's still some stuff we got to do with Cap.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, but Chris Evans signed off, said he was done, and they're like,
I think that's what makes everyone think he's gonna die is because Chris Evans is
Yeah.
done playing
Yeah.
Captain America.
Yeah.
Adam said he goes into space and freezes himself, and then Tony Stark goes, "It should have been me," because he was floating through space.
They can be space bros.
It makes no sense. Speaking of Game of Thrones, though, about we filmed this Friday morning, this podcast, and about 20 hours ago, HBO released like the Game of Thrones season 8 teaser.
I saw that.
Right, and to me, this is a marked difference between teasers because the Game of Thrones teaser is like
all
fire and
CGI.
ice.
Oh, yeah,
It's
it's
all
all graphic
CGI.
effects.
And that's to me is a teaser. It's like, hey, we're just trying to get you hyped. But this to me is like, it's a pre-trailer. You know?
Yeah.
Pre-trailer?
This
Pre-trailer.
Avengers trailer? I agree.
Yeah, this is like a little bit
I agree.
of a
Half chub.
half chub, yeah.
What was Nebula touching? She's like,
She's touching
Someone's
a suit of
jacket.
some sort.
Who's-
We can go back.
Gammora's
Let's go back.
jacket?
is it maybe
It's like black leather.
maybe Gamora's or
And
something?
she smells it. It's weird.
Eh.
I thought she was sad about her sister.
But yeah, no, at least I agree. I
I think it's
think
before this. But I don't know.
I love that it's got like
Is it after?
it's got scenes. It doesn't give pretty much anything away, but it's just a little food for thought,
Yeah.
and it's more substantial than just like a spinning CGI logo.
Yeah, it's not just a logo. It's not telling us the title.
What is that?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Some looks
Or
like
is it a
jacket
Star Lord
with
maybe?
pants.
Star Lord? Possibly?
Why would she care about Star Lord?
Maybe that's not.
Is it someone's shoulder and they're sitting in the back of
I think
they're
so.
sitting
It
back
looks
in a
like somebody's
chair?
sitting in a
Cap?
chair.
Yeah.
It does look like somebody sitting in a chair.
Oh, that's Cap's
that-
like
yeah.
his gear.
it looked
his-
like it looks
his
like
belt,
that, but
right?
why would they not show who?
Why don't his
Where was she,
shoulders
though,
fill
at the
out
end
that material better? It looks so less
Stand
flat.
in.
Well, let's see. She was getting.
Was she on the planet with Tony?
She was getting tortured because she was all like pulled apart.
No,
and-
no, she's on
or
the
was that
planet
in
at the end.
Ragnarok?
She's on Titan at the end. It's only her.
She's on Titan?
It's only her and Iron Man left. So that's she crashed a ship into Thanos.
Yeah,
That whole fight's awesome.
that was really cool.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
her and Tony are the only ones out in space.
That's why he's out in a spaceship, and she can probably breathe forever, or I don't
Oh
know.
right, because she's
She's like a
robot.
cyborg or something.
Cyborg,
Who knows? Yeah.
I think it's a tell that it's like pre-Infinity War Cap.
I think you're right.
Unless he just
Wait.
shaved and changed suits.
But then
which
why would
is
Black
also
Widow have
possible.
blonde hair?
Huh?
Oh.
Why would Black Widow have blonde hair? I don't know.
I guess yeah. If it's like, I don't know.
I think you're right, Lauren. I think there's something there. I
This,
don't know
this
what
is the
it
fun part where we speculate about a bunch of parts of the
What?
movie that will not matter when we
Yeah.
finally see it in its entirety.
Well, so on that point, thanks Lisa for bringing us here today to wildly speculate about the next Avengers movie. A quality night's sleep helps you recover from distractions faster, prevent burnout, make better decisions, improve your memory, and overall make fewer mistakes. It's not marketing, it's science. To design a better mattress, Lisa leveraged 30 plus years of experience and hundreds of hours of testing, science, to develop the perfect mattress for all body shapes and sleeping styles. Lisa's mission is to provide a better night's rest for every body. Through their 110 program, they donate one mattress for every 10 they sell. That's more than 31,000 mattresses and counting. Lisa strives to leave the world better than they found it, but that doesn't stop with mattress donations. Together with the Arbor Day Foundation, Lisa plants one tree for every mattress they sell. Give yourself the gift of a better night's rest this holiday. Get $160 off a Lisa mattress at lisa.com/filmhouse and use promo code filmhouse at checkout. So that's leesa.com/filmhaus.com, promo code filmhouse.
Filmhouse.
So yeah, go to Lisa. Thank you very much for sponsoring us today. Let's do some final thoughts on, or even more wild speculation if you want, on the Avengers trailer.
I'm just really excited. I'm really excited.
Yeah.
I've been really excited about this trailer for at least a month or so, and I like more so than normal trailers. Like I think the last time I was this excited was Dark Knight Rises, after the Dark Knight. I have like the utmost confidence in the Russo brothers and Marvel.
Seriously.
I don't know how this movie could be bad, even if the outcome's not what you expected. I don't think they're going to make a bad movie.
No, it'll be a fun ride regardless.
Yeah.
If you enjoy the very end of it or not, I think it'll be awesome and fun.
Yeah, I agree.
Hopefully more over the top action. I think in
Well, I know. Right?
How is that possible?
Infinity War had so
He
much.
threw a planet at somebody.
Yeah.
there were a few fight scenes in Infinity War that I feel like really like up the game.
They did,
in-
they did,
in
yeah.
fight choreography in these movies,
Especially
So
with
hopefully
everybody's
they can do that
powers
again.
like working in
Yeah.
concert.
I mean, especially
something
when-
Justice League did not have.
70% of the movie CGI now, and the CGI team is getting really good at their job.
Yeah, they are.
That's killer. I don't know. There have been a lot of movies that in the history of filmmaking where they did a trilogy and they filmed the last two at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is the only. This has the potential to be the best kind of closer. I feel like.
Yeah.
Because like Matrix kind of
Yeah.
didn't hit the mark.
Back
Even
to the Future Part 3.
Back to the Future got close. Yeah. I guess Lord of the Rings actually, but that's a whole different. That's a different beast.
Academy Award winner.
I don't know. Hey,
Godfather Part 3.
this might be up there with Return of the King. Hey,
I think
not,
it could
but-
be.
Actually, Return of the Jedi.
Oh, at least burning them up. Well, Return of the Jedi wasn't filmed at the same time.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right. I was just thinking about trilogies in general.
either way, I don't know. I'm with Bruce. These movies excite me more than they should.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, they tickle some part inside you.
I just appreciate the craft of the trailer. It's so well made.
It is,
even
yeah.
even down to like ending on Ant-Man, so it's like it's a downer trailer. Everyone's dead. Everything looks bad. And here's Ant-Man, like
Yeah.
leaving you with like a little like, everything will be fine. Ant-Man's here.
There's a
And
van.
Ant-Man's the fun guy now, which I like.
Yeah, he is. You're right.
I'm curious to see how Marvel's going to surprise us, because I think there's a lot of expectation that they can't shake, like us thinking that, Cap might die or Iron Man might die. So I'm really curious who else could be a casualty that we would have never imagined. Like maybe Scarlett Johansson's out. Maybe she's done. I don't know. I mean, I don't know anyone's
What
contracts.
if they
obviously.
kill Agent Coulson again?
Apparently, he might be coming back.
Didn't he already?
Didn't
There's
he? Yeah,
time
didn't he
travel.
I mean, he's been back for a long time in Agent Shield, but yes.
But you have to watch the show to know that, and no one does that, Bruce.
Good Benedict Wong.
You know what's
the day.
it's weird
He's got
actually.
cool powers.
I well, this is immaterial, but a while ago I rewatched Avengers, and if you watch that knowing that Agent Coulson does not die, there's actually a lot of lines that kind of imply that in that movie. It's pretty cool. Nick Fury's like, "Oh, we just need to give people the proper motivation,"
Yeah.
and it's like, people needed to see Coulson die. Like I was like, "Oh fuck, they actually seeded it in that movie," and I had no idea. Pretty cool.
The interesting thing though is like he's been back, and they all loved him.
Yeah, and no
But
one.
now no one
ever-
talks
yeah, no
about
one
it.
talks to
no
him,
one's
yeah.
like, yeah, did you know Coulson was back? Like,
Yeah, I saw him in the kitchen.
I actually
It's
think
fine.
I'm going to give them a lot of credit here. I think they explained that in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. they couldn't reveal the fact that he was alive to the Avengers.
Oh, okay.
Because then it would sort of invalidate the whole premise of the thing. And I think they actually said that in the show. I could be totally wrong.
Yeah. No, I think I'm sure they would have thought that we need at least a one line fix
Yeah,
for
I think
why
that's what it
he's
was.
not introduced back in the movies. My thing is kind of like, after so much time has like, I feel like they've moved on to bigger shit. They're like, avenging Agent Coulson is kind of like,
Oh yeah, that guy.
Here we go.
Sneezes and cards fall out of his, out of his jacket. Oh,
Dan, you're like kind of my like source for all things comic book.
Okay.
Just tell me what's gonna happen.
I really don't know. I've never read the Infinity Gauntlet. So have
I
no
did.
idea.
I believe what happens is.
Did you read like the Wikipedia rundown, or did you?
No, I
actually
read the
all-
comics.
I think I read the whole
Yeah, I
thing.
read the comics, and then I even watched a couple videos that do like recaps on it. If I recall, Thanos. So in the comics, totally different. He's courting death, so to speak. He snapped his finger. He basically got rid of all the life because he was trying to impress death. It was to him was just a woman. He's sort of a fedora wearing gentle beard, if you will, in the '90s version.
A murderous version of that.
Yes, and then Death goes basically like, nah, not good enough. And he goes, fine. And he snaps his fingers and he makes a female version of himself. And they're just like, ooh, yeah, And then at that point, Thanos is distracted. So Nebula, I think, takes the gauntlet and she wears it. Or I forget what it is. I think Thanos does like a Jafar. And he's like, I will become the universe. But because he does that, he loses the gauntlet.
Oh.
And then either Nebula or female version of Thanos puts on the gauntlet and it's like, you go back in, and goes, no, my plan. And then it was like, and then they snap the fingers and they just reset it all back to when it was all fine.
That's lame.
It is really lame. It was just really cool to see like, Wolverine become like a liquid man. Because like he's trying to fight Thanos and he goes, nope. And he goes,
yeah.
because he can't.
Becomes Bindi Rubber Man.
Yeah, something. You remember that. I don't know. No, you didn't read it. Sorry.
I think I've seen that image before.
Either way, so what they did with Infinity War, as far as I'm concerned, and everything else, they surpassed the comics in the original Thanos. I know they've borrowed a lot from the more modern Thanos storyline. That's where like all the bad guys like Proxima Midnight and all those other characters came from. But they made Thanos such a good character in Infinity War, which came out this year. Christ.
Yeah.
When do you think he'll fly the Thanos copter?
I think at the end of the movie, I think he realized the errors of his ways, and he's like, I need to go now to my home planet.
I just picture it being like his chin is like the pod, the copter pod.
No, there is a
giant
Thanos
Thanos head.
copter.
Yeah,
Do
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there he is. This Thanos.
Just in case no one knows, it's his helicopter.
I'm looking at the Thanos copter now. Here's an open-ended question for you guys.
Oh, is that in the
Jesus.
Lego game?
Oh my
That's
god.
great.
Lego
Go
game.
ahead, go ahead.
So if Infinity War was essentially Thanos was the protagonist, like
Right. Yeah, it's true.
It was all about him, his motivations, learning who he is as a character. Do you think Endgame will follow the same idea of like it'll basically be structured around Thanos with the heroes basically bouncing off of him for the rest of the movie, or do you think it's going to shift back to maybe being about Cap or the heroes now?
It seems. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I see a shift back.
Yeah. The trailer implies that for sure.
The trailer doesn't
because he's not. You see his hand in the trailer, but that was a surprise about the first one that I think was maybe the best part of the movie.
Yeah.
And kind of structured it correctly was making about Thanos. So.
Well, it's because we didn't know who Thanos was.
He was the only character to get to know, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
We
think
all
it would
just
be
knew
cool.
how bad he was, but it's like,
But we don't know
okay,
why.
he's bad, but what's his motivation?
Yeah, and then there's an entire subreddit dedicated to how not bad he is.
Yeah.
So it is sort of like
Thanos did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
they did a really good job of making instead of doing black and white characters, they did a lot of gray.
Yeah.
And so it made you actually side with the villain, which is what a good movie should do, or that is a good way of making a strong character, a strong villain. So hats off to the writers, the producers, everyone who making it part of this multi-billion-dollar franchise. I hope you get your awards.
These movies are so good.
really are.
Elise and I were just talking about Captain Marvel, and both her and I were like, we're worried about it. Like, I don't know if she's going to be as charismatic as we want her to be. Go ahead.
I saw something recently. I'll tell you when you're done.
Okay, all
Sorry.
right. And I was like, I feel the same too. But then, just honestly, like deep in my heart, I'm like, I really think that they know how to make movies now.
Yeah.
They've done a really good job with all the other Marvel movies. Even Ant-Man and the Wasp were kind of like meh, but they're still not bad.
It was not a bad movie. I
No,
saw it for
it-
the first time
I
a couple
enjoyed
months
it.
ago.
Yeah, no, it's still not
fun,
that
yeah.
bad.
I
And
heartily guffawed.
so I think Captain Marvel will be a good movie. Go ahead.
So my thing was like, I don't know. I'm just not feeling excited for Captain Marvel. I just don't find her charismatic. And then I was actually reading a post, and someone's made the point of she always looks so disinterested.
Bummed, yeah.
In every still, she has this very same blank look on her face. To which the argument was, well, she's this alien being that's so powerful, and now she's being mixed into the affairs, and she's amnesic as well.
Yeah, I think her mind's been
So
messed
like,
with.
yeah, she's probably just pretty fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
Though I do think a very, very strong actor can portray that kind of character and still just have, more depth to whatever their
I agree.
expression is. But I was like, that kind of gave me a little bit more interest in her.
Yeah. Yes. It's good. Go ahead.
I liked when her armor closed and she had a mohawk.
Yeah, it
was a
looked
cool part.
awesome.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah, it looked awesome.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's-
he read a post. And he said, close the armor.
I watched half the trailer and it was cool.
You only watched half?
No, I
haven't
watched
seen
it.
it yet.
It's cool.
It's
I'll go
good.
watch the movie. I don't really need to be sold on any of these anymore.
Well,
which
yeah,
is
yeah.
a testament to, like you were saying, fuck me.
Yeah.
If it's at the point now, and I'm not like this with pretty much anything, but tomorrow, if you came up to me and said, "Hey, there's a new Marvel movie," you're like, okay, I'll go see it. That's it. And I
He's as enthusiastic as Captain Marvel.
I don't have
You
to be
just know there's a certain level of quality that you
Yeah.
can trust you're going to go and not be bored.
more or less, yeah. And I don't feel that way about DC at all. And Aquaman's like getting rave reviews, and I'm like, well, Netflix is still there.
Police. Are you going to take that? You're not going to try and convince Lawrence?
Hey, Jason Momoa is hosting Saturday Night Live this night.
Oh, he's gonna kill it.
We're gonna see a little bit of that pre-Aquaman charm.
Look, I'm really excited ever since I saw that video of him coming into SNL and being all excited about it.
He's the
I was like,
best.
gosh, this guy's so good. I'm gonna go see Aquaman. I'm good.
You think he's the next Rock? Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
giant mountain
I
of
was
a
just
man
about
that's
to say
just
that.
impossibly charismatic?
Absolutely.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. Seems like a great dude.
Anything else on Aquatch this week?
No, just the reviews are rolling in. Everyone,
Positive?
Like rolling like waves.
Everyone
you would
loves
say?
it. Yeah. And people are saying, even if you're not, it may not be, the artist's seminal work, okay, but it's gonna be a fun ride.
I'm looking forward to Aquaman. I hope it's as good as Wonder Woman because I loved Wonder Woman.
Hey, and here's a controversial thought I'm just going to throw out, spice up the comment section. I think if I would have nominated Infinity War for a Golden Globe over Black Panther.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I agree. I mean, the
think I would
movie.
have too.
I feel like the movie's better,
That's a little spice.
but Black Panther has more. Black Panther has more social commentary.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree.
It can also stand on its own, which
hate
this
tweet
movie
me.
can't.
That's true.
Let me know what you think.
Is there a react where like people watch Infinity War without having seen any other Marvel movies, or do those humans exist? I don't know.
Sure.
That'd be an interesting.
they
experiment.
have- There have
they
to be
did. They were
people-
sitting behind me the second time I saw the movie, because the guy next to me going, "That's Captain America." So in the first movie, God damn it,
It starts with the first movie.
yeah, he was frozen.
First Avengers.
Red Skull was the villain, and now
Oh, you would have loved him.
moving on to Thor.
would have loved it. I think there might be people out there that are only watching the Avengers films.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
for sure.
Because obviously this had the biggest box office take of any other Marvel movie, right?
Yeah, there was.
What?
Sorry. There was a flash of Shuri. There she is.
Oh, really? Here.
Real
Oh,
fast.
she's one of the goodbyes.
There she is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Hey, you're right.
look at
Yeah, so
Hawkeye over here.
Nice
His
job.
name's Ronan now.
So
he has
Shuri-
no family.
So Shuri is dead. Okay.
His wife's fucking
Well,
the Hulk.
Scott
how-
Lang's right there
What if
dead
he's like,
too.
Well, yeah, but
how
Shuri's
my
in
wife
quantum
is
realm.
the
This to me looks
Hawkeye?
like something you can change for a trailer very easily in an effects house.
Good point.
I'd like a refund, please.
Yeah. They can have Kate Bishop eventually. That's female Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing.
That's
like,
why
That's from
I
that
was like,
Fraction
I was
That's
like, what
good
if we're
stuff.
thinking Hawkeye's family's dead? And then he's like, no, I'm Ronin because my wife knew Hawkeye. And then I asked for a refund.
get up and
Ticket.
walk out.
Boo.
I mean, I thought, and I could be wrong about this, but I thought Endgame was going to be them transitioning over to the next crew of Marvel. So
I kinda
Miles
thought the same
Morales,
thing.
They
Ironheart and
may.
stuff like that.
They still may. Like
So
there's still
Peggy Carter as Cap, maybe. Who knows? Fucking time travel.
there might like I think at the end there's going to be a couple of reveals that no one's going to know. I still think X-Men's going to be in this film. By the way, just that's me calling it right now. I've been calling it for a long time.
I guess they did.
Which
clear
one
some
walks
room.
out of like the fog
Yeah,
from
yeah,
a different
exactly.
dimension? Which one?
You're
Is
gonna.
it Wolverine?
I think it's probably Wolverine.
Well,
but I
they
don't
would
know.
have to announce an actor at some point, as they normally do, unless they're keeping this.
No, I think they're
going to
keep it secret.
Well, and Hugh Jackman.
that would be crazy.
Hugh
think
Jackman
it's
put down
secret.
Wolverine, right? So it'd have to be somebody new. as Wolverine.
yeah.
But I also think they're going to do a reveal of who the next Cap or who the next Iron Man or whoever it is in this film. I really do because that's the only way they're going to tie it in, or it's an in-credit sequence.
Shouldn't
Yeah.
shouldn't Bucky be the next Cap?
I think a lot of people are theorizing, but I
or
mean,
Falcon.
I don't really know who
Or-
it'll
yeah.
be. I just think that they'll do that reveal to tie in the next movie.
Magneto would hate Thanos so much.
Well, he
yeah.
could just
I mean-
he could just like levitate the glove off his hand. Easy.
Well, if it's metal, with
yeah.
gold, paint.
Yeah. It might be dwarf shit or whatever.
It's just wood with lemonade on it.
I don't know what comes out of there.
Magneto stuff work on dwarf shit?
I don't know. They'll do something like they'll do end credits and be like, "All right, we're rebuilding the team. What's this? A letter." And then it's like, and it says like Xavier School for Special Kids. And it goes, we'll look into it.
We'll look into it. Nice.
I mean, that'd be ballsy. And I think this is the moment to do that. You have some sort of reality recreation
Definitely.
at the very end
100%.
to undo all the deadness.
we already
that's
know
the
it's-
perfect time to show up with
Yeah.
Magneto.
Yeah, we already know we know it's gonna happen, and that's why I think it'd be crazy to not give this movie probably their biggest tentpole of all time in the Marvel universe.
They can't.
Set up the next thing.
Yeah, set up the next thing.
They can't do it because the Dark Phoenix movie's coming out, which is still an X-Men movie.
That's a good point. And did
Who cares?
I mean,
so they
I
never?
don't know. People.
Oh, they did Apocalypse. Like I'm trying to think
That was
about.
bad.
It was.
Yeah,
it
well,
wasn't good. Yeah.
but I'm just saying like if they were rolling in X-Men, they have a chance for another galactic level villain in Apocalypse, except they already kind of
It's
did.
probably gonna be Galactus.
Galactus. Yeah, that's true. I wanted to say Darkseid, but that's the other one.
Magneto's like,
I don't remember.
You still talking about Magneto over there?
I love
Fast
Ian
Fassbender.
McKellen Magneto.
He's great. He's great.
Oh yeah, he's like more iron in your blood today.
No needle will touch my skin again.
Is that from X-Men 3?
Yeah.
God damn it! Why would you quote that one?
Remember when Jean Grey used her mind powers to take off Wolverine's pants?
No, she left
No.
him on.
Yeah, she
When
left
she was
his
like,
pants on.
when everything was just dissolving in the last.
No. I'm not. I'm talking about before that. Before Cyclops died.
Oh, when they have sex?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, she was Dark Phoenixing him, and she like used her mind powers to make his belt fly off.
Oh, yes.
And I was
yes,
like,
yes.
hell yeah, Burt
When he's
Ratner.
lying on the table.
Yeah. Hell yeah, Burt Ratner. And then he said the meme. Remember when Vinnie Jones said the meme?
Yeah.
We can end this podcast anytime you want.
It's over now.
Boy,
Yeah.
that movie sucked. Why was Angel in it at all?
All right. The end.
Bye. See you next
See you
week.
next week. Talking about Netflix.
Thank you to our sponsor.
Thanks, Lisa.
All the same songs again.
Not
Like, that's what
Scar's
happened-
song, Not Be Prepared.
That they're not, they
no
got rid of
G.
Be Prepared.
And it's such a great song.
Jeremy Irons is in it.
Yeah.
But here's the, okay.
They can re-record it.
Hold on. this is the weird thing. They never got rid of it. It didn't go anywhere. The old movie still exists.
No, I know.
You can
Sure.
watch and listen to it whenever you want.